It's the final day of the diet swap.
That's a really nice, juicy chicken.
Having finally started to eat Jenette's meals, Rosemary's still trying to get the upper hand, and she decides she's in charge of her portion control.
Smells nice, doesn't it?
It does smell nice, yeah, it does.
Good effort. What do you think? We've improved slightly.
It's not quite as much as what I'd eat.
Wouldn't you eat all that?
No.
Have I got to have half of that?
The last swap, Rosemary. Nice and crunchy. Vegetables.
After a week of sitting down to eat 3 square meals a day, Jenette's feeling optimistic about the future.
There's been big parts of my life that you can't enjoy your food, you don't look forward to your food, and it's just been something I've had to do to survive. And I think I need to get the enjoyment back now. It's been strange but nice to not have to rush anywhere. Yeah, just to sit down and eat your meals and then relax, I think it's been nice. I don't want to go home.
And it seems Christian's advice has finally hit home for Rosemary.
I don't want to be as big as I am. I definitely don't want to be in a size 20 plus, 22, 24 wedding dress. I want to be just back to normal, how I was. I'm looking forward to going back to my diet pared down. Just cut those portions and watch the pounds drop off.
All the best. Cheers.
The diet swap is over, but Dr Jessen is hoping the lessons they've learned will help them on the real battle ahead, as they follow a healthy, balanced eating plan for the next 12 weeks.
Right, so I've got the diet plans here for you. Jenette, that's yours, and Rosemary, that's yours. Now, Jenette, I want you to think about this, because this is the beginning, OK? It's not the end of this week, it's the start of your proper, official, new focus on eating. So we're going to cut out all that rubbish that you've been eating. You've discovered all sorts of really delicious, lovely new foods that you'd never have looked at before, would you? Lots of lovely fruit and vegetables, some of the carbohydrate things that are really going to help make you feel happier, less tired, give you all those vital vitamins and minerals. You remember all that?
Yep.
Yep, so we're going to go for it.
Yep.
And Rosemary, with you, it's all about portion size, isn't it? We were going really over the top before, huge, big portions. And the other thing for both of you is take it easy. Just don't try everything all at once.
Well, 12 weeks' time, you'll be proud.
Coming up, the results of Jenette and Rosemary's weigh-in.
And now, you've managed to lose.
And Big Brother's Nikki Graham tells Anna Richardson about her darkest days suffering from anorexia.
And the nurses would have to hold me down. I remember being held down by like 6 members of staff just to try and feed me.
Over the last 6 weeks, I've been on a journey through the madness of fad dieting to see what works, what doesn't, and what's just plain bad for you. But whilst researching the latest weight loss trends, I've come across dozens of stories of people who've suffered some really hideous consequences of diets that have spun out of control. These stories, while shocking, need to be told as a warning to those of you out there whose diets are at risk of sliding into something more dangerous. One story that really astounded me was the increasing rate of eating disorders amongst children in this country. I'm on my way to meet Nikki Graham, who developed an eating disorder at a terrifyingly young age. In the last 13 months, 206 British children under 13 have been diagnosed with an eating disorder. 37% of these were suffering from anorexia, with the youngest being 8 years old.
So, Nikki, I know you've had big problems in your life with food and with your body. When did you first become conscious of it all?
It started around the age of 7.
That young?
Yeah,
7?
I was a baby. I wanted to be the skinniest girl in my class. All I was eating in a day was a few cubes of fruit salad, 3 cups of fluid, and either a low-fat yoghurt or a dry piece of toast.
OK, so from the age of 8, you were diagnosed as being anorexic. By 9, you were being force-fed, and by 12, you were in Great Ormond Street Hospital.
I got admitted to hospital as 18 kilograms, and I was skeletal, but I thought I was fat, and I thought I've still got to lose weight. people were forcing me to eat this food and make me put the weight on. It made me hate food. It made me not want anything in my body. I was pulling the tube out, snapping them in half 4 or 5 times a day, and the nurses would have to hold me down. I remember being held down by like 6 members of staff just to try and feed me. They had no choice but to sedate me and have one stitched into my stomach. I would do whatever I could to lose weight. I'd hide food in my knickers, I'd hide it in my socks, in my pockets. I'd fill my mouth up with food before I left the table and spit it out. I'd vomit up the whole meal within seconds. All the tricks I used to do to make them think I'd put on weight. I remember stitching fishing weights into my hair scrunchie.
So you're a recovering anorexic now. What long-term health effects has that had on your body?
I've never had a period in my life.
You've never had a period in your life?
Ultimately, it means I can't have kids because my ovaries never developed to full size.
Am I right in thinking that you also have osteoporosis?
I've got acute osteoporosis in my spine and my hip, which is quite worrying because it's much more likely that I could break my spine now and obviously be paralysed.
Nikki's situation is absolutely tragic, and it's shocking to think there are so many children suffering from eating disorders in this country. Next week, as I continue my investigation into the darker side of dieting, I discover a terrifying new trend, diabulimia, in which diabetics deliberately restrict their insulin in order to lose weight, with appalling consequences.
You've gone blind in one eye?
Yeah, I went blind from it.
9 weeks ago, Jenette was a super skinny junk food picker, desperate to put on weight and set a date for her wedding. She's 8 weeks into her 12-week healthy eating plan, and it's time to find out if proper healthy eating has made a difference.
Jenette, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. How's it going?
Well, thank you.
Should we go get you weighed?
Yep.
Dressing gown off for me. Final time, and then come round this way. So...
Jenette certainly looks glowing. But has she managed to get herself up to a more healthy weight?
Good. You can jump off.
Hello.
Look at you.
How are you? No.
Jenette's reunited with her diet swap partner, Rosemarie, to share the results.
Right. It's results time, OK? Do you remember what you weighed when I first saw you?
Yeah, massive 6 stone 8.
A huge 6 stone 8, all right? And now, I think you have filled out beautifully. You're now 6 stone 10. You've put on 2 pounds.
That's
why your clothes are feeling a little bit tight.
Jenette's weight gain is a positive step in the right direction. But what she also really wanted was to fill out into a more womanly figure.
You've got a little bit more padding. You're looking healthier. You're looking healthy. You're looking fantastic.
Gastro-gourmand Rosemarie is still enjoying her food, but has downsized her once supersized portions. So has her new diet sized her down too.
Do you remember what you weighed when we met?
21 stone.
21 stone. And now, you've managed to lose 2 stone 9 pounds.
Yes! Oh, I hope it was 2.5. 2.9.
More than 2.5 stone.
Fantastic.
But, do you know what's even better?
Inches.
So not only has Rosemarie lost over 2.5 stone, she's also lost an inch around each arm and 5 inches off her waist.
I knew from my trousers.
Oh, you've really done it. You've really done it.
I know.
And you're going to keep it up?
Absolutely. And
Yeah?
it's been now 2 dress sizes I've lost, definitely. Nothing fits me. I haven't got any clothes. I'm absolutely on track for the wedding date. This works. Proper eating, proper food. You feel well. I'm gonna do it.
I don't feel like I've been on a diet. I've just gone healthier, really. I feel guilty having a takeaway now. Yeah, we've set a date for the wedding. Now I can enjoy shopping for a wedding dress, knowing that I am getting bigger and choose one that I want now. Yeah, I think I'll look all right.
What Jenette hasn't gained in weight, she's definitely gained in confidence, and it's great to see her looking so happy and really looking forward to the future.
If you are affected by any of the issues raised in this programme and would like more information, then log on to www.channel4.co.uk/health. Next time on Supersize versus Superskinny.
You are kidding me.
It's going to be one hell of a bumpy ride in the feeding clinic. A size 0 Louise Sapsford
Oh my gosh.
faces up to the damage her diet's doing,
I can see my spine.
whilst 28-stoner Desroy Gordon gets delivered a shocking ultimatum.
If you carry on like this, you are going to end up in a box in the ground.
Anna Richardson goes looking for the latest fat-busting techniques in New York, but finds herself in need of professional help.
I need to eat one.
Don't turn the control of your life over to a muffin.
And Gillian McKeith sees if a bunch of jive dancers know their calories as well as their moves.